Please wait till the end of this video to see the optical stabilizer in action at 150mm and 600mm. Hello everyone, welcome to a new video. This is a brand new unboxing video. However, I'm unboxing the same lens again. You might be asking why. Well, it's dawned on me that all the reviews I've done on the 150 to 600 Sigma lenses, as well as the old Tamron G1 lens, that Tamron brought out a new lens. And a lot of people have requested that I review that lens and look at it in depth. And I've been reluctant to spend the money on it, to be honest with you, because I didn't see a need to. But then I decided my audience are quite important to me. So I decided that I think it would be a good idea to do that for you guys. However, because I returned those lenses, and in the end I did sell the contemporary lens on, but I felt that in order to do the review justice, I needed to have something to compare it with. So here we have another copy of the lens, the Sigma 150 to 600. I'm not going to compare the sport lens to the Tamron, because I already have videos comparing the contemporary lens to the sport lens. So you can make your own mind up determining if the Tamron will match in terms of quality. Now I still have a lot of those images anyway, so what I'll probably do is do a few videos showing the examples that I had regarding the pictures I took, and then you can make your own mind up whether you think the Tamron can match the sport lens. But we're going to mainly be comparing the Tamron G2 lens to the contemporary lens that we've got here. So I'm just going to do an unboxing, see if anything's changed in terms of what's included in the box. If you want to, check out the older video that I did, if you want to see if anything has changed, which is doubtful. Now, I wasn't impressed with the optical stabilizer when doing video, and I decided to get the USB dock that we've got here, because I think there's a possibility that we can configure it to be improved, and it's possible extra firmware updates has dramatically improved the optical stabilizer in video. Because if you're not aware, I did a stabilizer video test on the Sigma 150 to 600 contemporary, and the quality wasn't great. Now, I recently done an unboxing of the G2 lens that we're going to be looking at, so check that out. I've recently done that. I think I did that yesterday, but I also at the end of the video uploaded and added some video clips of the VC stabilization. So have a look at that, because I think it's really good, and in my opinion it is better than the Sigmas. But it's possible that we can use the dock to improve this copy, because that's what's been suggested, a possibility that I may have made a mistake in that video regarding the optical stabilizer. Maybe it needed to be adjusted a bit more. So that's what we're going to do with the dock. That's why I've got the dock again. I've also got the tap. We're going to look at the tap on the G2 lens as well, because I want to see how the quality performs, and to see if focus can be improved by adding firmware updates. Because I must admit to you guys, the G2 lens, in terms of its autofocus on my EOS R, is disappointing. When I use a 90D and the 7D Mark II, autofocus is a lot faster. Now, those two cameras are APS-C, and obviously the EOS R is full frame. You would expect the full frame to autofocus quicker, not slower. So we're going to have to look at if there's something going off on the EOS R regarding a firmware update needing to be done. But without further ado, we're going to unbox the contemporary lens again. You can have a look what's actually in the box. This is basically just a bit of a teaser for you guys, really, to tell you what we're going to do. What we're going to do ultimately is we're going to compare the G2 to the contemporary. We're going to be looking at quite a few things. such as distortion, pincushion distortion and barrel distortion. We're going to be looking at vignetting, we're going to look at real world examples, we're going to look at test charts and sharpness, and I think those are the main things we need to be looking at. The sixth final thing I want to focus on is stabilisation. I think a lot of videos on YouTube don't really focus on stabilisation that much, and I think it's really important because from what I've read up, VC stabilisation on the Tamron lenses is better than the Sigma OS stabilisation in general, but we're going to put that to the test. So that's 6 things we're looking at in there. So we're going to unbox this, have a look at what's in this box, and then once I've done my review, uploaded all the videos, hopefully it'll be informative for you, to you guys, I'll decide and I'll tell you guys which lens I'm going to keep and why. So without further ado, let's look in this box. Let's open up the box and see what we've got. So unlike the Tamron lens, which came in 2 boxes, this is just coming in the 1 box. So we just need to take that out. If I'm honest with you, I think the box is a bit smaller maybe. The one thing I have noticed with Sigma lenses, they come with nice cases, and that's something I think Tamron's missing here. Even the likes of Canon include a case in some of their lenses, not all their lenses, but some of them. I think Tamron need to start including decent cases with their lenses, especially when you spend a lot of money on them. So, okay, we've got the lens here. So it's the Sigma 150 to 600mm f5 to 6.3 DG. It doesn't look like they've sealed the box. To be honest with you, when the Tamron box came, that wasn't sealed either. So we've got the Sigma lens here. We've also got the Sigma dock. We're going to get the Tamron the Tamron tap for the G2 lens as well, to see if we can tweak the performance and make it a lot better than it is at the moment. So let's have a look what's in this box. So let's see what's in the box. So first of all, I'd like to bring your attention to the top here where it says you get a 3-year warranty. Tamron offers a 5-year warranty, so that may be a reason for you to prefer to go through Tamron rather than Sigma. So this is the Sigma 150 to 600mm f5 to 6.3 DG lens. So let's just open up the box and see what we've got inside. So here we have some Sigma European Limited warranty details. We've got some cardboard there. We have the 150 to 600 F5 6.3 DG OS HSM instructional manual here in multiple languages. Here we have our warranty card. Obviously you can register that with Sigma online. And then another box here that will include the lens hood. So looking at the lens hood here, it is your standard lens hood, which is the LH1050-01. In terms of build quality, I don't know, I think it feels better made than the Tamron, if I'm honest with you. Let me just get the Tamron lens hood. This is the lens hood of the Tamron G2 lens, and you can see it's more contoured than the actual Sigma one. The Sigma one's flat at the bottom, however the Tamron one here narrows at the end with a groove. So they do feel both quite well made. The Tamron is slightly bigger, as you can see here, but I would say the Sigma one just feels just a tad bit tougher and stronger. And at the top, at the end, it just feels more durable. That's just my assessment. So let's just get back to the unboxing. So that's the lens hood. The Sigma lens also comes with a cover. This cover is designed to go over the lens if you want to take off the tripod mount, which you can do on both lenses. But this obviously will hide the gap that would be left, and it's made out of rubber. It has a number on there which says 150 to 600, and that's it really. But it looks quite durable, quite tough. So let's have a look at what else we've got in here. Obviously, in this box, you've got some straps, which you don't get with the Tamron. So quite a wider strap there, and a more narrower strap there. So it's nice that Sigma include that, and I do feel that Tamron is lacking in the accessories department. So here is the lens. Comes with a nice bag. Let's remove the box. I would like to say that both companies' boxes are well made and look nice. So here we have the bag. It looks very similar to the prime lens that I sold, the 500mm DG f4.5 lens. Let's just have a look. Nicely recessed area for padding. And here we have the lens. And just take the lens out and put it on the table there. And that's the bag. If you can have a look in the video there. It's quite nice. And I would have thought a similar sort of bag, like from, I don't know, Low Pro, would probably set you back about £20. So you are saving a little bit of money having a nice bag there. And obviously it's got some places where you can attach the straps to. So it is a nice bag, I think. So here we have the lens in some plastic. Seems to be less protected than say the Tamron is, because obviously you've got a nice case to protect your lens. And here we have the lens. All the usual controls there, such as focus, autofocus, manual override. You've got obviously your limiter on there, obviously optical stabilizer to 1 and off, and custom C2 and C1 modes on that lens. So that's the lens. Obviously that's the lens cover, very similar to the Tamron. So we can obviously, once we've unlocked it, there is a lock button there if you're wondering, extend the lens. That's how big it extends to. It has a nice tripod mount. I don't think it clicks. No, it doesn't click. But it still feels as well made as the Tamron one does. So that's really the Sigma contemporary lens. If you'd like to see what it looks like with the lens hood on, let's see if it's any easier to put on than say the Tamron one was. Because people have mentioned, it seems quite easy to put on, not as difficult as I found the Tamron one. If we just get our Tamron G2 lens here, let's try and put that back on again. I think it just takes a bit of getting used to. Let's just extend it, see if the lens is any physically bigger. And it does seem to be bigger, the Tamron G2 lens. But I would say that's probably down to the hood being slightly bigger. If we put these side by side, like so, like so. So we're going to be reviewing these two lenses, and we're going to find out which one we want to keep and which one we want to return. They're both nice lenses. They both feel well damped. That feels well damped on the Tamron, and on the Sigma that feels well damped. Both feel reasonably good quality. If I was to give you a rough initial assessment on quality, I don't know, I think I'd air it with the Tamron being slightly better built. But the Sigma is not a bad, built lens either. The only thing I would say is, when I was doing some shooting with the previous one I owned, I lost the lens hood in the sea. So I do think this can come off and you can lose the lens hood if you're not careful. In terms of looking at these lens hoods though, I would say the Tamron looks better. It seems to be a tad bit wider. We can have a look at that actually by taking them off. Let's have a look at these lens hoods. You know, let's have a look at them. Yeah, look, the actual Sigma one will fit inside the Tamron one, which means the Tamron one is bigger. Both seem to have grooves inside. I don't know if you can see that, the circular grooves going in. I think that's to try and help stop stray light and flare getting into the lens. Same is true of the Sigma, but if I was to tell you which I think is the better in terms of build quality, I'd have to air it towards the Tamron. I think it's got a better lens hood. It's just slightly different to the Sigma one, that's all. But there you go. This is just a basic unboxing video, just to show you briefly these two lenses. They look pretty much on par with each other. But they both look very nice and probably will perform quite well. But, you know, like the video if you like it, subscribe to the channel if you like my content, and keep tuned for future videos, because we will be comparing these two lenses side by side for various things such as vignetting, autofocus speed, distortion, optical stabilizer, or VC as Tamron call it, and literally find out which is the better lens. Hope you like my videos. See you in the next episode of which is the better. See you later.